Wasn't planning to bear. This is what I was talking about, and actually I held off uploading that thing just at the moment. I only put it the other day, but it was from March. This is the other one I was talking about. Down the beach, down the Esplanade, Somerton Park. Right, there's a pool. Right, that's a pool. It's lit up blue, all hours of the day or night. Usually you look, you see it at night more than you do. That's the pool. You look at there's the beach. The water. It's night time, but you know, that's the beach. There's the surf club. That's the beach. Well, no, that is, sorry. I'm going now. That's what I didn't expect to. I didn't anticipate to be here. No one lives there, as you can see. It's just a freaking light box show for the, I don't know, diseased parts of the machine. I forgot that they're a man or woman and that they're living, and they're like, oh, that's wonderful, a blue light. It's just not like the disco, and like, let's face it, they're not really wonderful either. You know what the blue light was? The blue light disco. Fucking corrupt, fucking fat, flashing cop fucks. Predatory and prowling on the fucking spot. That's all part of the mind control, those bloody blue light fucking discos. I only just triggered myself there. Not really having an issue with the blue light disco or the scene. Not thinking it was spectacular. Maybe the one that I'd seen back in the day. I mean, fucking blue lights. I mean, look. The fact there are lights there and the music of that, look, that's great. You don't need to salt it up and muddy the fucking waters by putting police there. I mean, shit, it's bad enough. Fucking just the smell as they come toward you, but yeah, just remembering that's a blue light fucking disco. Anyway, that's a blue light house for the AI framed construct. Yeah, I speak for you, but fuck, it's just fucking Mick. He fucked my car up more instead of fixing it. Every time doesn't matter, going to third gear, I'm expecting Mick's melon to get a little fatter because it's streaming inadvertently or fucking averted, unable to avert or divert the fucking consequences, Mick, of your head in this fucking space, allowing, but being even just, you know, you're fixing a fellow man. I mean, I don't know what Mick is. Anyhow, it's part of the Archonic jam that I half alluded to, and found myself waiting forever. Viewed of still, and damn. Anyhow, that's that blue. I talked about it when I was talking about this house up here, which is like a man or woman is not doing that. It doesn't make it, wouldn't, no. And that pool back there, it's blue, lit up. Just circling back to where I just was. I could drive there again. I kind of feel like I should, or I want to in many ways, because this place that I'm attending now has always been a bit of a haze. It's been my home, and I've loved my mum lots, and I continue to, for sure. It's a mum that I've known, and you know, not just because of that. It's going to sound terrible if she never been here. Anything I'll say, so it doesn't even matter. That she's the doesn't away. I don't want to say, yeah, don't let me. Not just for that reason, mother. If you were to ever get this far and anything, if I can do this, anything with it, please forgive my patter. What? Is it a D or a T? I don't know, mother dearest. I was just chuffed that you got this far and you heard me. It probably won't happen, but look, let's not rule it out. Yeah, what time is it? Alright, well, this is where I'm coming. Oh, I can't find the window. Up right there it is. Yeah, this place here, which look, from in March, I was talking about the future on this monstrosity. It's giant in size, and yeah, it's an atrocity on a number of levels. But I'm going with it that actually it's actually helping. It's helping remind living men and women via perhaps I and maybe some others, who knows, that yeah, it's to help describe the construct that we're living in, assisted with, aided by the AI, not so much, I'm saying, in the ways that maybe in the way Terminator was, maybe not, maybe, or I've alluded to in the past, like, you know, it's taken over, it's just from the AI needs us. I've said that for quite a while. I realise that it's the parasite, in the sense that needs it needs the ant. You know, it can't kill the ant, just needs the ant to get where it's going. However, I'm going on to the next iteration in this slightly over and under politely stammered self told, but real eyed with all my eyes. This car's just like following me. That's what happens a lot. You might have seen that my high beams are fucking permanently stuck on. That's another one to thank Mick for. Fucking stop swearing so much, but seriously. Mick's mechanical repairs, they've taken, look, they've caught something from the medical. This fuckhead's I've got to drive with my, because my fucking high beams are like stuck on now since Mick fucking didn't fix my fucking anyhow. But so it's like I have to stick my high beams on. I was just parkers. I've got a button like that. I can put my spotties on. I've got to turn them off. Right? But now I'm having to drive because there's a lot of aggressive fucking fucks drive, like they see that, I think they're presuming it's my high beams. It says my high beams are on, but they can be higher. Right? It can be like that. They're not like that. But I'm having to drive like on the main busy, like the faster back, I don't know, the roads, the ones be going faster, and they'll just put them on me, like, as if to pay me back for like daring to. They're not that fucking bright. And so now I'm having to, like, with my thumb just on the button waiting just to be like, to continue the cunt cycle momentarily, to try and fucking convince or remind cunts that it's not a fucking very nice cycle to be in. Anyhow, a few reasons I'm just terse. You know, out of this, I'm back here. I come back here because just to show it again, and look, I didn't tell my old dear I was turning up, and makes sense. I mean, going, there's things tomorrow planned and whatnot. I just get scared when I get there, and another reason to be like, look, let's just wake each other up. Wake up. Let's go play a different game. We're in a construct, alright? It's a freaking construct, alright? Too many cons. They got together and they struck a giant world-like simulated dream, which sounded great at the beginning. We're all like, oh, wonderful, I can see it. Yes, that sounds marvellous. And it can be. It could be. It will be. It is sometimes still. It'll be more like that. The wonderful, dream civilization of break away from not the rat race or racing. You can do those things if you're not doing rats, but yeah, it'll help us get through the archonic infestation. I'm saying when we each, as we will in our time, which is old time, revive and rekindle our non-fallen godlike, gods that we are. To say godlike, I mean, that's the thing. We've had it the whole time. We still are that, you know? And anyone who wants to tell you, this is another thing I've held off, an opinion I've held off sharing, believe it or not, for quite a long time. Certainly my mind. Yeah, anyone that's like, and this is a part of why I haven't shared it actually. I'll see people put up things like, they've got a pretty strong opinion, and like, you can have that. It's good to have an opinion, strong or otherwise. They put up a thing going, they usually say, the ascension deception or something like that, and I always think, good one, fuckhead. Like, what? That's just you're stitching yourself up there, and you're attempting to stitch up some others. It's a bit silly. I think to myself, vested interest in dissension. Clear. I'd suggest clearly, or misguided maybe. Do they know it? Some of them. Well, not, and severely. But look, some of those might not be real. They might be tricky versions of them pushed out on the masses. It's tricky to tell. Especially if you're not the masses, you're the minor, like me. You're like, fuck, hell, how can I? It's like easier to, yeah. And the thing is, a lot of the minors, effectively the minors are the majors. That's part of the tricky parts about this dream life, world, time, syncopation simulation's a bit of a mouthful, that one. I don't know if I'll use that one again, or just merely to describe a situational here now and rather more zen, because it's up to you, right? And me, up to us whether we're ascending or not. But to like push out like an anti, it's like, all right, you're trying to do it's a lot more. Yeah, it's a more Atlantean way to learn, type scope, as in what Alistair typed about, wrote or spoke at the beginning of that book, on the plains of, I can't quite remember it when I'm driving. It's actually a wonderful read. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Excuse me, look something like. And as I read it, I was like, wow, it actually seemed very. Talk about the one where he talks about Zro, Z-R-O, that they're making, and the I can't remember the thing that's called right now because I don't really know who to blame. Me, because of me. That seems to be one of the spawnings of the teach. Well, at least in my mind, the teach. That's where I read. He spoke of that they that they would teach you to do anything backwards, and then you find out you're the opposite, which is everything, or something along those lines. But it made sense of this place to me in a way. I'm like, all right, well, you got to make mistakes to learn, and here they've taught us. Talking from me, there's a lot of everything's kind of backwards, upside down. You really pretty much turn 180 degrees and you'll be closer to the truth. That's certainly what I've found. Look, that spawned some sense for me in my mind in this universal. How many ones in the universe that I find? I mean, it seems, like, I don't know, we can make reasonable dramatic analogies about too many chiefs, and there'll be one in there, a metaphor about cooking and broth and spoiling aforementioned universe is, well, I suppose relevant, irreverent, and entirely irrelevant to the plot. That I suppose it's our own universe. It just happens to be the one I'm in at this stage. A lot of things come out backwards. I'm embracing that at this point in the day. It changes, but no, generally, broadly, nothing about, for men and women, not just not speaking just broadly. That's a bit of a silly, joke. Well, it's not that silly. I mean, broad. Something I'm saying broad now as well. Everything's There's no double speaker. It's all quadruple spoken, upside down, awake if you're awoken, or stir you in a way, hopefully positive. Kind of poke 'em, unless it's not the time for joking, in which case, well, whether you're a bloke or a broad, the tense or the terminology or means with which I speak a self-spoken mono, sometimes syllabic mono, theistic. No, that's, I don't think it is. I think monotheism is, again, one of those things get taught backwards to make you realise that everything's God. We're all God. There's not just one. If there's one, it's because we're all that one. All right, but likely at this stage, there's a number. We put ourselves here to have a play, and then remind each other, and then get the fuck on to another game or the nicer way of playing this game. I've rambled off and on. I'm at my mum's house. I've been sitting out the front only for not very long. Enough time for cars now coming along. That'll happen. She might have got the sense, in which case it explains a wee bit how I was a little tense before. It's kind of exponential. The closer I get to the ground zero. Something made a funny noise. Alright. Well, I don't know what else there. Alright. Nice love. Nice love. Where'd you go? Up there. No. He's up there. Yeah, it's like they're brake lights. Alright. That's my bonnet. I noticed at the Atlantic Tower, I still haven't gone through that footage, I found other things, and I was looking at that. And the brake light, I was at the 11th floor, and the brake light's down below. Going down Anzac Highway, approaching Collie Terrace on Sim City, Adelaide, below the Glenelg part. Well, they're brake lights, like they're doing here. I mean, they're probably the same distance, similar distance. He's a fair way down there. Where is he? There, he's all the way down there. The orb light is showing me that, well, actually, he's here. Look, he's also here. He's right here. Look, he's right here. That's what a lot of the teaching has been, through the light, and it's wonderful. Sense often to be gleaned at that is that, look, this is my bonnet. I'll just say it again. There's my bonnet of my vehicle. There's his brake lights. Look, he's just here. Oh, he's down there. Or is he both? He's everywhere. Why? How's he? That's some powerful brake lights. Yeah, for sure. Powerful perception of the light. Yeah, of course. All of us. The centre of our own universes. Indeed. Interesting, something to reflect on. Pun. Well, I didn't know. I suppose I'll take it now. It's intended. How? Alright. Oh, he's left my bonnet. He's turned off the bonnet. Oh no, that's me fucking up. See, this is the bit here. Look like my bonnet. Yeah, that's not down there. That's my bonnet of my car, my hood, in an American sense. And he's put indicator on. He's actually clearer on my bonnet. And he looks. Well, he makes more sense. That version of him, the orb version. There's something in that for sure. And without it, he's changed his mind. He's now going to the right. Well, he's definitely one of mine. he's in the right place. Oh, I gotta love him. I'm surely getting awkward in that. He's fucking. I think he's down the Esplanade, so that would be. Oh, look, I don't know. 400 meters, maybe. Yeah, it was as if he could hear me, as if he was sitting on my bonnet. And yeah, you could. Well, you make a case for a number of things, I suppose, and I suppose I'm standing by the same case. I've been, seeing, saying, and sending about, in a sense, for a little while. Here comes another. He's gone the way, which is very strange way to go, because unless he lives in probably lives in that house, and maybe it's his house, or his mother's not home. No, anyway, it's lovely. My mum's there. I'm going to go and say hello. I feel like my window's down. No, it's not. I was expecting to hear. I mean, to not hear, and I hear. You can't see it because. No, I'd expect this will not be sent. I may feel compelled to send it, shined, shimmied, or otherwise at some point, for the reasons expressed thus far. I get them, but of course I would. Alright, much love. That's what we got. Love, sweet love. Yeah, and if anyone's Oh, he's coming back. That's my mate from before, the indecisive indicator. It sounds like I'm talking about me, doesn't it? Well, you could say that. I mean, I'm more decisive at times, and then when other times, it's difficult to say. I mean, sitting on the fence, I thought I had my mother's sound in this game to the back left, as far as where I'm seated in my brain. Oh, the indecisive indicator. And the one from behind that went into the awkward place. He's come out of there. He's now coming from behind. I'm not saying it. He's apparently parking. This is the. Look, no, I'm not going to call him II because that's too close to I and I, isn't it? Maybe that's the point. Well, still not that comforted, but it's not about comfort. This one is chucked a double. Oh, you call that? It's not a double. It's double U-turn. He's done 360 degrees. Now he's coming from behind. They do like it like that, and that's a euphemism, tongue in cheek. Oh, doesn't matter. I thought it had stopped recording. Maybe it had. In the process of the excitement of realising that, I fucking jammed. I think I stuffed it up anyway. Just to reiterate, I think he was reflecting on my bonnet. This was a different. Got the one behind, not the indecisive indicator. He took a left, which was the right for me. He's on the other side of the toroid. It's going the same direction, same as yeah. Just he's on the other side of the plane of inertia. So yeah, let's move on. I'll see you again. It's not even when they. Nah, it's alright. I was trying to go with. And they get your hearse, so it doesn't matter. It sort of seemed like something rhymed and silly because, yeah, they get your hearse. Then it's you're still the one universe. You still, you don't die. Overall, you don't. You can't. You're here the whole time. It's just, yeah. It gets better. I'm told as we evolve, like it was before. That type of door. All right, must love. Bye now. I'm jumping out. And remaining still all the while.